No matter how you look at it, the written word is extremely important if we are to learn, if we are to be inspired, and if we are to advance. Really, the written word is extremely important. However, just because it's in a book doesn't mean that it has to be so, or that it's accurate, or that it's relevant. Here's a good case in point. This book was published many years ago, and at the time of publication it was very, very useful. It was very relevant. Nowadays, of course, in reading this book, the information in here is not only dated, but it's misleading. Not because of the publisher's fault, but because time has a way of moving forward. And what was relevant, say 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, is not relevant today. And we've got to be very, very careful about that, in that some books are simply not relevant today. Now, on the other hand, you'll come across some books that somehow it's always relevant. This book, for example, was published in 1994. What is that? About, well, over almost 30 years ago. And yet it contains information that is very important, very relevant, and information that is very useful today. I'll give an example. This is what's in this book. It's about washing your hands. Do you remember how your mother used to tell you to wash your hands after coming in from playing ball or petting the neighbor's cat? Because she knew what kind of germs you were carrying into the house. Well, Mom was right. A little soap and water can kill infectious germs and save you a lot of money and visits to the doctor's office. The times when it is especially important to wash your hands are before you handle or before you eat food, after you use the bathroom or change a diaper, after handling uncooked food, especially meats or chicken, after handling money, after blowing your nose or sneezing or coughing into your hand, after playing with a pet, after taking out the garbage. Now, as I said, this book, the most valuable book ever published, was published in 1994, and is still relevant. So, books are important. What you've got to be careful of is to make sure that the book you're reading is accurate, it's factual, it's relevant, and you have got to think for yourself, because a lot of books can be manipulated and a lot of books are misused for the wrong reasons.